Some chick is saying that nurses is bigger freaks than everybody. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. She looked like a freak. I don't
Vacuum, baby.
Almost 25 years ago, I
Wait a minute. Before we get into this, are her titties fake? Are her titties fake? Before we even get into this, they look fake. They look like balloons. They look like balloon loans. Gigi Maguire. Who is Gigi Maguire? I'm afraid to pull up her profile. I don't want her to have no OF on her profile, but I'll just see what's happening.
have been, it was different back in the day. Strip has evolved into something that's not as taboo, especially based on what region you're in. When I started dancing in January of 2000,
They look like balloons.
the year 2000, it wasn't, I was in Philly and I got shunned, basically. You know, people turned their nose up at me. People looked at me different in a negative light.
Yeah, we did. New York too.
Yeah, in
we
New
looked
York,
at us as a stripper bitch.
Stripper bitch, yeah, y'all think so? Strippers had this.
Yes, too.
Strippers had this nasty stigma on them of being drug addicted and having pimps.
I see y'all in the chat. Y'all know who this chick is, so shout out to y'all for being familiar with what's happening in the streets.
Prostitutes and loose and uneducated and not taking care of their children and not taking care of themselves, and that's actually not the case.
You know what?
And being hoes.
I will say this though, stripper pussy, for some strange reason, was always tighter than like normal girl pussy or
They doing
civilian.
Kegels.
Too many of them. It just
They smart, bro. They
So here's the
doing
thing.
Kegels,
stripper
bro.
pussy is way tighter than nurse pussy.
They
So here's the
smart.
thing, and I'm glad you used nurse as an example because
Yeah.
I would say this all the time. My friends that are the civilian hoes
The
are
civilian.
bigger hoes than my stripper hoe friends, and that has always been a thing.
Hey, word, that's
my
true.
regular
Yes.
Is that
friends,
true,
my
Gigi?
friends that
I
work in the
agree.
bank,
Gigi.
my friends that work in the hospital, my friends that work retail,
Nurses is
my
hoes, we know that.
friends that's CNAs and certified nurses and travel nurses and working in insurance, and the insurance pay, my homegirl that's running your fucking credit and making sure that you and that's making
she's a
sure
hoe. She's a
and
hoe.
making sure that your insurance is right. She the biggest hoe I know. Okay, shout out to you, bitch.
Damn. Is that true? I agree, Hero. Hero Major. Facts. But is that true to where the chicks that's y'all saying that these regular hoes is bigger freaks than the chicks that's on a pole? Man, I don't believe that shit. Maybe she's saying that they fucking more or whatever. Because in a way you can kind of visualize it and you can say, well, these chicks is taking off their clothes every day, all day for a living. Maybe they want to have a regular life when they off the pole a little bit more regular. Whereas the other chicks is just straight up hoes. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe it's just the company that she keep. Because listen, I'm not debating the fact that all these chicks is hoes. That's not the question you know what I'm saying, that I'm debating. The thing that I'm really wondering is, did the stripper chicks get some kind of decorum to them to where they not hoes? Because as far as I knew, they was busting it down for a real one. They was opening their mouth and doing whatever it took to feed their family. Yo, last time that I went to the strip club, the chick was talking about how she was busting it down for a real one. So basically, maybe she just saying that the regular civilian chicks is fucking for free.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, we share each other's secrets. So I'm just saying, like, stripper. And here's the thing with strippers, and I'm speaking personally, but I also want to say that I think that I have the authority to speak on my fellow stripper hoe friends. Right? We getting too much money to just be fucking on anybody that's offering a few dollars. For one, for two, I'm gonna put this on myself. In my day, when I was single and in a club, and I was,
It's hard not to look at them balloons as fake as they are. Like, they don't look good. They're not like, oh man, the balloons is attractive. They just look like extra pronounced to where you just got to look at them like, dang, why they so round? Like, they're not soft. They need to be more like regular. They literally look like water balloons in there. Hard water balloons. They look hard though. You know what I'm saying?
this person was in my ear, that person was in my ear. I might have let this nigga fly me out, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
I was the most pickiest bitch, I think, out of all. Because you gotta have just as much to lose as me. Like, what is we doing? You an athlete? I know you clean because I know you getting that shit checked out, right? You
Bullshit. And see, this is how y'all hoes get finesse. Because I know some guys that actually, I don't want to say no names, but I coach a lot of people, right? And I don't hear it from the, let me, because I'm not going to cap at all. I'm going to just be real with you. Because everything is in confidentiality, so I would never tell anybody's business. But more importantly, I don't hear that from the athletes and them saying, well, Anton, I'm walking around with an STD. That's not what happens. But what happens is I coach guys that the athletes reach out to in order to solve for their STD problems. I coach guys that the athletes reach out to try to solve for their STD problems. These niggas be walking around with some shit. That's what I'm telling you. So I don't know what she talking about, but they don't get kicked out of whatever respective league that they in because they got herpes or they got fucking, you know what I'm saying, super bumps or whatever. I don't know what she talking about, but I'm telling you that I know people that the athletes reach out to try to solve for some of the issues that they got as far as the sexually transmitted diseases and shit. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it 100. Think about it, man. Look, let me look it up. I'm going to look it up for you. Players in NFL. The NFL has 1,700 players that make up all teams combined on an active roster. 1,700 players on an active roster. You telling me that every last one of them niggas is clean? Have you seen how crazy these Neanderthals are? Have you seen how crazy the Antonio Browns and shit are? You telling me all of these niggas is clean? And they fucking everything that they can get their hands on, and regularly it be chicks that say that they don't be using no rubbers on them. I'm not going for it. Absolutely, positively not. No way, no how. They don't be clean, and I know for a fact they don't be clean. I know for a fact they don't be clean.
athlete. You a rapper, you married. 9 times out of 10, or you got a wife at home or a baby mama that you live with, so you got to be on your extra P's and Q's. I'm not fucking with no dust ball. And if you a dope boy, man, good luck with that, because I know you the dirtiest and the dustiest of them all, and I ain't got time to be getting caught up in your baby mama drama, even if it is just on some business is business and we gonna keep it moving type time. You get what I'm saying? So it's like dancers get the reputation of, because we'll get naked for money, that we'll just go all out and do anything for money. And I had to
Y'all do.
explain this to my mother when I first told my mother I started dancing, because that was her issue. Like, I understand that you're smart and you're talented and you dance. My mother put me in dance at the age of 4. I've always excelled in dance. That was part of why I was so good at it, because I had the technical ballet background. So I fused those two together and created something that these girls are still doing my moves. You go to Magic City right now and half the shit you see them girls do, I created that shit on that very stage. I had to tell my mother this. When you do anything in life and you respect yourself, you're going to get respected in return. I don't give a fuck if I was cleaning up a goddamn gorilla enclosure at the zoo and I'm scooping up shit all day. If I respect myself while I'm scooping up this shit all day, the other people that's working in there squeegeeing down the windows and ain't getting dirty with the shit, they're going to respect me just as much as I respect myself, right? So while I'm at the strip club and I respect myself and I'm getting my money and I'm beating my feet so I can eat, right? The last thing I'm thinking about doing is laying on my back. I'm not laying on my back for my money.
Cap. That's all fucking cap. Them hoes get proposition all day, every day. And I know it because the last time that I was in there, they was telling me about some of that shit that they was doing. And they was trying to bust it down for a real one. And that's a fact.
I'm making my money on my feet. And when a man comes to me and he's trying to, because you know they all do, what you need, what you want, I got you. I just stood in $2,000. You about to give me 10 for this pussy?
Nope. Hell no. Hell no. Y'all niggas is crazy, y'all paying these chicks for some pussy. You paying the chick that everybody got access to 10 bands for some box? Man, who paying 10 bands for box? Y'all send them to me. I got a bridge to sell them motherfuckers. Them niggas at the very least need to get in the bag chasers and the Patreon. Who paying 10 bands for box, nigga? Shit, you smoking crack. I ain't never heard of no junk like that. 10 bands for box? Nigga, I don't care how rich you are. I don't know nobody, not one person in the world that is paying $10,000 for some simple box. You can get the fuck out of my house, nigga.
No? All right, well then. Cause that's what my monthly expenses is. So if you ain't about to cover my monthly expenses, and I ain't got to worry about even being in this, I can go on vacation because you didn't pay for February, then get out my face. Because what we doing?
But it is a different way of life in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So your eyes would be open and they're used to that. So I understand where you coming from.
Taylor.
Listen, even the niggas that got it ain't trying to pay that much.
That's
because
a lot
they can
to
get
pay
it
for
for
some
free.
pussy.
Oh well, then don't ask me for money.
Facts. Now she talking facts. Even the dudes that got it ain't paying that much because you gonna bust it down for the clout.
$10,000.
And I'm not saying that. I'm not. Let's be clear. We don't need a viral moment saying that you can get the pussy for 10 bands because that's not the case.
We don't do that.
That's not the case.
Here's what it is, though.
That's not the case.
Here's what it is, though.
But I'm just saying 10 bands.
But if
Bandman Capo paying 10 bands for some box. Five Brown win. He paying 10 stacks for the box. Oh man, I need to get me a fleet together and send them over to that nigga. If that nigga paying 10 bands for box, shit, no way, no how. That's crazy, nigga. 10 bands? They gonna do it for free.
But here's the thing.
I've heard that 10 band number.
Fair exchange is no robbery.
Well,
if a nigga come to me, right? If a nigga come to me, now this is me in Magic City. This is not me today. Disclaimer. This is me 12 years ago and beyond.
I'm gonna write something down.
If a nigga come to me in the club and he an athlete, right? He an athlete, he fine, we having a good time, we vibing, and he like, I want you pull up, I'm at the Four Seasons, he'll go my room key, pull up on me, right?
He might get blessed.
I probably gonna fuck him anyway, eventually.
Facts.
So we gonna slide that easy pass. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get straight to.
Because it's mutually.
It's a mutual. Yeah, I was gonna get a nigga some pussy eventually anyway.
Understand
so
that.
if he like, yeah, I want it right now. All right, well, what is called that from Six Flags? The Flash Pass. We gonna get this Flash Pass, and we gonna cut through. We gonna cut through.
I'm gonna give it to you right now.
Dinner. We gonna cut through the first class flight. We gonna cut through the black car. We gonna cut through the little bag or whatever you was gonna offer me. You know what I'm saying? To try to woo me, the little forever flowers in the box. We gonna cut through all of that, and we gonna pay up front. And
Simps is simping. Dog, tricking is tricking even if you got money. Let me just tell y'all. If this is what these women is convincing y'all to do, if y'all buying them the box of flowers, if y'all giving these hoes some Chanel bags, man, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. This ain't the first time that somebody done told me that y'all be offering them handbags, man. Y'all niggas be offering these chicks handbags, shopping trips for some box. No wonder you punk ass niggas be going broke out here in these streets. No wonder y'all be going broke in these streets. You offering handbags for some box?
And guess what? I'm gonna leave.
Read this bottom line. Don't read it out loud.
I see why you was flying her out, Wayne. I get it.
So that's what I tend to.
Will and did. I was at some of them parties.
I know. Your homegirl told me that years ago.
I was at a few of those parties.
Yeah, that's why when you said 10K, I'm like, yo, ass. Remember I told you?
I didn't say I know people pay. I'm just saying it's kind of expensive for one
It's
night.
very expensive
For
for
one
one night.
night with some pussy who you know don't like you, and if she got the chronic like niggas said she got,
Yeah,
you
Little
gonna want to
Wayne said you
revisit.
got the top head he's
You want
ever
to
had.
revisit. I'm
It's
not
how
even.
is this?
He ain't the only one who said that. He just said it on wax, so the world could hear it. But that's what they say.
Dog, I'm never paying for a chick that everybody got access. You mean he hit it? Little Ray over there hit it? Little Junebug busted down? That Neanderthal? Nigga, you forget it. And people talking about it, and everybody know, and you gonna be the sucker that spent some money on it? Man, get the fuck out of my face, bro. Ain't no way in the world. Y'all been getting finessed y'all whole life, man. I just can't believe it. It's amazing to me how y'all still getting finessed out here in these streets.